Bonjour, everyone. Hi, this is Neshi Lokotz. Welcome to Communications from Home. I can hardly say it because I'm so excited. Communications from Home. It's Tuesday night, March 24th. And why am I so excited, so happy? We have intro music again. Yay! It's been a long time since we've had intro music for any of the shows. And thank you to Rob, who is our producer. Thank you so much for that. He actually created that. And isn't it beautiful? I love it. Thank you, Rob. And I also am very excited because we have a guest this evening that I'm hoping that you guys are going to just love as much as I do. Tonight's show is all about herbal organics. And my guest is Violet Colby. Before we get to Violet, though, I almost forgot. We need to do a couple of housekeeping stuff. And that means that I have to send the video over to my page, and also, oops, if I can find it. Yay! I should have done this earlier. Rats. Okay, let's try that again. I had to go back up to the top. And I was going to share it out. I was going to send it over to my news feed. There we go. There we go. I invite you to do the same thing. You know, we're going to have fun tonight. Why are we going to have fun tonight? Is because, you know, we have spent days, right? Days immersed in big changes in everyone's lives due to a virus. And you know, I just think that we deserve a little bit of a break tonight, don't you think? And have some fun. And in that fun, you get to meet somebody that I have found to be very fun to be with and to talk to. So hang on, let me share this over to my newsfeed, and then we'll get started. Just going to say, please join us. There we go. And get that posted. There. And let's see. Yep, that's good. Yay. All right. So there's a couple things that's happening tonight. Okay, we're talking about herbal organics, yes, and you get to meet Violet. And there's something else that Violet and I are doing tonight that I'm hoping you guys are going to find fun. And that is that we're going to be giving away some things. We're going to be giving away some magazines and an upcoming class that I'm going to be teaching soon. We're going to be giving one of those away. Sorry, Rob, I just remembered that one. And also, Violet is so kind and willing to have some of her products in the giveaway. So let me tell you a little bit about Violet. Okay, Violet and I have been working on this for, oh gosh, at least, you know, a couple of months, you know, to pull this together, right? But we actually started talking about this probably a year ago, and just wondering what it would be like, you know, to partner up, right, to help support each other in our prospective businesses and that sort of thing. And then we developed a friendship, and so of course, you know, I want to share in that friendship, but also share in some of the really great products that she has, because I've got to try them. And wait till you hear about some of that. So Violet Colby, she's the owner and CEO of Violet's Herbal Organics. She's also a massage therapist with over 19 years experience. She's honed her experience and talent as an herbalist over the last 10 years and created her own line of body products. Violet's love of nature is her foundation. Now, where have you heard that before, right? She loves the ocean and the sun. She's a kindred spirit of herbs and finds it fascinating that herbs have been here for thousands of years and still help us at the present time. She says, creating is good for my soul. Now, that's why she's so good for Star Nation's community, right? She claims the talent and gift of a creator. She finds pleasure in creating her line of organic body products to handmade signs. She is a creative soul, that's for sure. She grew up in Michigan and now resides in Florida with her husband and her son, and she homeschools her 10-year-old autistic son. And I bet you anything right now, Violet, but friends of yours that know that you're a homeschool teacher, they're probably tapping you on the shoulder and saying, help, right? So let's bring Violet on. There she is. Welcome
Hi.
to the show, Violet.
Hi.
It's good to have you here. It's good to have you on the show. Finally, right? We've been working on
Yeah.
this for a long time.
Yes, for a while now.
Yeah, yeah. So welcome and welcome everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for being with us this evening. And all those that'll be watching the recorded version of the show, thank you so much for making time for us in your day. And if you love good body products and herbs and organic products, this is going to be the show for you because it's going to be fun. We're going to be doing some giveaways too, right?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So let's say hi to a few people before we get started. Okay, Violet?
Okay.
Okay. So, Rob, let's see who's all in the house. If he's there. Oh, that was Carol. Carol and Sarah. Hey, Sarah's here. Hello, Sarah. Good to have you here. She's in the house. And Barb is here. I'm so glad to have you, Barb. I hope you got my reply to your email. I'm working on it. I am. You'll hear from me tomorrow, okay? It's good to have you here. And Carol says, fun. Yes, yes. I think we all need just a little dose of fun. Exactly, right? We just need just a little bit of a break, I think. And look who's here. Auntie PJ is here. Your furry nephew has been kind of getting cabin fever. He needs his Auntie PJ. That's George is my dog. He has fun when Polly Joe is here. Hi, Polly Joe. It's good to have you here. And Andrew's in the house. Hello, Andrew. Good to have you here. Good thing. Yeah. And Caitlin's here too. Hello, Caitlin. Good to have you here. Welcome to the show. Kimberly. Hello, Kimberly. It's always good to have Kimberly in the house, but it's kind of late by here because she lives over in England. Good to have you here. And Karen is here too. Hello, Karen. Good to have you here. It's always good to have you in the live chat with us.
Hey, excuse me.
Hello.
Hello.
Is here too. Is your son with us?
Eileen, why did you lock the door?
Oh, okay. All right. Hello, Amanda. What was that? I can't. Sorry, just a second, Rob.
There we go. Okay. Nearly. Thank you.
Okay. And I think I saw Cindy's name. Yeah. Hello, Cindy. Good to have you here. I'm so glad you found the show. She was having a little problems earlier today finding the shows. Good to have you here. And I think that we're caught up. Good. Yay.
We're caught up.
All right. So, Violet, tell us the story. Tell us the story. How did you get started? Well, number one, I know that you love herbs, right? And being creative, but how did you decide to start your own business, your own skin line?
Well, it started with actually my son. And he has eczema, and with his skin issues, we wanted to do something more natural for him. So I started creating I started a little nervous.
That's okay. That's all right. Just take a deep breath. You're good. You're doing good. Okay. Because I know that your son has sensitive skin, right? Yeah. So it's sensitive, and so you wanted to make sure that whatever he used on his skin wasn't going to hurt him even more than the eczema was doing.
Yeah, exactly. They gave him steroid cream, and it wasn't really working very well for him. So we wanted to try a more natural way for him. And So I started looking online to see what would work for eczema.
Mm-hmm.
And we started seeing a really good, the eczema was getting better as we were using more natural products on his skin.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so we, so my love for my son
Yes.
Is really what kind of created started me creating these body care products.
Right. So the very first product that you created must have been the skin salve then, right?
What was that?
The
I
very
could.
first product that you created for your son, it must have been the skin salve that you
Um,
have, or the body
no,
butter.
it was more kind of like the body butter, except for it had some other it had like shea butter and some other like
Mm-hmm.
um, thicker ingredients that would really stay on the skin a lot longer, because
Uh-huh.
you really want to hydrate the skin when you have eczema, because that's what it is. It's a drying of the skin. So
Yes.
you want to an excessive drying of the skin. So you want to make sure that you hydrate it as much
Mhm.
as possible.
Right. And so, with the herbs, because I know that you said that you really love nature and the sun, and you love the herbs. So, how young were you when you decided that when the herbs and you became friends?
Um, Actually, I would say when I actually started my massage school, I got some more information about herbs that I never knew how beneficial they can be.
Mhm.
And I took an herbal class in massage school,
Mm,
and just found it fascinating how we've had herbs for thousands and thousands of years, and we used to use them a lot more
mhm.
before Western medicine.
Yes.
But so we've gotten away from using herbs, and so with using herbs, with my my class that I took is really when I connected
Yes.
with the herbs.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
found that they had more medicinal purposes.
Right. And so understanding how they can be beneficial in our lives, both on top of our skin and also inside, because we cook with them too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what were you already connected to the energetic or the spiritual sense of them, or did that build over time?
That was more over time, you know.
Mhm.
Um, I've had a lot of spiritual experiences that have connected me more with more of the spiritual side of herbs.
Mhm.
Um, of I love having my own garden,
Yeah.
my own like vegetable garden and
Mhm.
things like that, and planting the vegetables and has really helped me, connect in a more spiritual way and
Mhm.
know what it needs and
Right.
things like that, and even to the aspect of when to pick
Oh,
the
yeah.
vegetable,
Yeah.
when you feel that it's right to pick a vegetable,
Mhm.
or an herb, um, in that sense.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense to me. because you're relating to the actual plant, to the spirit of the plant,
Yeah.
and they talk to us, right? They
Yes, they
talk to us. Yeah, yeah. So that building that relationship, that friendship with the plant, from my culture, from the Native American culture, one of the things my mom taught me when I was really little is that all plants help us, and that we should be asking them if they want to help us, if they want to be a part of it, right? And so that when we do that, and you can feel the yes or the no from them, that when it's the yes, that it really is this partnership together. And she
Mhm.
still does that today, even with essential oils that we might buy from, like, Young Living or doTERRA or something like that. And she still even does it with aspirins, because it's made from willow. Aspirins is so it's still, she's gonna be 101, and so she's still doing that. So I totally get what you mean about how the plant, you can feel it. You can feel when they're ready.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Here's a question that's not the ones I gave you, but there's an extra one here that just kind of popped in, so I'm going to ask you.
Mhm.
And I know that might be a little hard for you to answer, but do you have a very favorite kind of herb that you just love working with?
I would say my favorite one is lavender.
Yeah.
And I know it seems simple and everything, but lavender is just an amazing herb. It's antibacterial, antifungal, anti everything. um, and it's great. It can really help skin issues. I mean, it can help with if you have a cold sore. You can use it directly on, and that's one thing that's really wonderful about lavender is that it's very gentle but very powerful too.
Oh, yeah.
And actually, a lot of herbs out there are very usually very gentle but powerful too.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
um, yeah, lavender I would say is my favorite one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a favorite of a lot of people, that's for sure. So when you work with the herbs, do you take them from the plant form and then work with them, or do you use what form do you use of the herbs?
I use both. I use the plant form and then I also use the essential oils.
Okay. All
Um,
right.
like my skincare, for my facial products, I use both the herbs itself and then I also use essential oils. So I'm using both.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I usually use a dried herb um, most of the time,
Mm-hmm.
um, just because it it lasts longer
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
in the shelf life.
Right.
So
Right. And I have my favorites too, right? Because, audience, Violet has been so kind as to send me some samples so that I could try them out, right? So I'm actually sharing from my own experience, and I know it's kind of hard to say which one's my absolute favorite, but there's one that I have to thank Violet for, because after one of our chats, I made a suggestion, and she actually took the suggestion and created something from it. I'm going to show them.
okay,
Okay, so let's see if we can get this in the camera. That's not too bright. It's too bright. Let's see. Maybe there it is.
here it is.
It's the skin serum.
Oh, okay.
Now, because I think you had sent me some cream, I think it was the first time, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And
And I
some,
didn't realize that there was there with the cream. There's a certain time frame that you have to be able to use them before it goes bad, right? I didn't know
yes,
that. And so with the serum, though, it lasts a lot time frame longer, right?
yes. There's no preservatives in it,
Right.
um,
And
but it lasts for as long as you need it until you use all of it.
Yeah. And I tell you what, um, especially in the winter time, no matter how much water you drink, especially up here in the north,
Yeah.
the skin gets so dry, right?
Mm.
And I started using, I didn't use it morning and night, only used it during the morning, right? Do my, clean my face, do that kind of thing. And then I would put a couple drops in the palm of my hand and then I'd pat it on and I would, go do something else for a while for it to soak into my skin. And then I would do the other things that I do, the lotion and that sort of thing. But the serum is the one that made all the difference in the world in the hydration of my skin. And it was, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, for living up in the north when it's cold and the humidity level is like almost non-existent, um, yeah, that has become one of my favorites. That's for sure, and it smells so good. What was in it? Um,
Um, I believe I made it specifically for you.
mhm,
Um, you told me like what you were having issues with your skin.
right.
Um, so I customized it for you. Um, and that's one thing that I do is I customize
Uh-huh.
uh, the facial products um, for the individual. Um,
Oh,
so
okay. So it's custom to the individual. So, for instance, let's say there is somebody that's not really fond of lavender, and they can tell you that, and they'll let you know what it is that they really, really like, and you can substitute the lavender.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Or
good.
if they're allergic to something, that's
Hmm.
another. They're allergic to an herb,
Hmm.
then I can not put that herb in there and do something else
Hmm.
that's going to help their skin.
Right, 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 right. I got all these questions rolling in around in my head. So, audience, if you think about what it's like to use an organic product, right? And for it to be custom made for you. Now, talk about some self-care, you know? That is really something. The other thing, and I have to tell you, you also sent me some soap, facial soap.
Yes.
And I have to say, I haven't had a chance to even try that one because my mom was having some issues with some eczema. And so I said, "Do you want to try this?" Because you're not supposed to use soap on eczema, right? And so I had her try the soap, and she never gave it back to me.
Oh, well, that's good.
I know that is good. That is good. But she never gave it back to me. So she really enjoys that soap, and the size of it really. It's maybe about 2 inches across. Do you think? Is it 2 inches?
Yeah, about 2 inches across.
Yeah.
And that was a sample size that I
Oh,
sent.
okay. But you know
Yeah.
what? It's really a good size because I could see that in travel, putting it in a travel kit. Um,
Yeah.
and for her, it was perfect because, she has her hands don't work as well as they used to. And so the size was really perfect for her. And so yeah, yeah. So I haven't tried that one yet. But I have to tell you, Violet, my all time favorite is the body butter. Oh my goodness, audience. I mean, I use it in the morning and I can it but even when I go to bed, you can kind of still feel the softness on the skin. And it's got shea butter in it, right?
No, it actually does not have shea butter in it.
Doesn't. What does it
No.
have in it?
It has mango butter.
Mango.
And mango butter. Yeah, mango butter really is awesome. It really has a very light feeling, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah. Let's see. Gotta go this way. There we go. My light's too bright. Maybe if I turn it down just a little bit, it would be
And
helpful.
sunflower oil is the other ingredient. But it has a lot more mango butter than the sunflower oil.
Hmm. Let's see. Oh, that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better. All right. And so, yeah, and this one happens to have jasmine and sandalwood. And I have to tell you, I thought, sandalwood. I don't know if I'd, but it's so good. It is so good.
Yeah, it's a good compliment. They complement each other really well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, the way that it works with your skin, again, back to the hydration piece, because I am somebody who drinks a lot of water.
Mhm.
It's my thing. And so you'd think that, that I would have a good hydration, but the body butter really, I remember the first time I used it, it was like, oh, I even had to go show Paul. I said, "Did you see this?" Like he cares, right? He's a guy. He doesn't care unless it's on my skin. So it's my favorite. It's my all-time favorite. Yeah. So
Great.
thank you for creating that, developing that. How
Yeah.
long did it take you to come to a final product with that one? Was
Oh,
there some
body
testing?
butter.
Yeah.
It took a while. I did a little bit at a time. I would say it maybe took at least a couple of years because I wanted something that you could put on every day. You know, um, with when I first was looking at my son's eczema and I was doing more of the thicker stuff to stay on the body more.
Hmm.
Um, so I had to get away from that because, of course, that helps him. But everybody would want to be putting body butter on their skin every day. So I had to experiment, a lot of experimenting.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would say it took a couple of years, and
Mhm.
even even in the last even when I had a product, even in the last year, I even changed it a little bit
Mhm.
because I wanted to eliminate a couple other ingredients that I had in there that I didn't really feel like they were um, um, the product that I wanted to show to everybody.
Mhm.
So I went ahead and removed those ingredients, and then I had to play with the body butter, and I love to do that. I love creating and playing with the ingredients and
Mhm.
trying this and that and
Yeah.
seeing what becomes of it.
Sure, sure. Having
Yeah,
some fun, right? It's
yeah,
fun.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, and so what you developed for your son for his eczema, how did it help him?
Well, within I would say within mm, probably a month, I
Mhm.
would say that his eczema was like almost literally gone. And even today, we just make sure his eczema, we haven't seen any eczema in, oh, uh, I would say three, 3 or 4 years. We haven't seen any eczema.
Oh,
And we
okay.
just, we make sure that he's always hydrated.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
that he is always, and I usually use the body butter that I have the make with the one that I created,
Mhm.
um, and use that one on him.
Mhm.
So um, the one um, that I currently the the product that I currently have,
Uh-huh.
um, use that on him.
Okay. So what is the name of the product that you use for the eczema?
I actually don't have that one. I don't have one. I don't have one of those
Specifically.
created.
Yeah.
I do have an herbal salve um, that um, that is you can use it for eczema too. But if you're really, really sensitive, if you're really sensitive like my son was, because I couldn't use any herbs. or any essential oils on him. He's
Oh,
very sensitive.
yeah.
Tried it. He broke out in hives.
Aw, poor kid.
Yeah, so it was something that that's why you only use it in a small area, a
Test it out.
small area before you put it all over, because
Yeah,
otherwise you get hives all over if you
yeah,
are allergic to
yeah.
something. But
Well, I'm going to ask Rob if he can bring up Jocelyn's first comment
okay.
because she has a question for you. Just takes a second. Maybe he stepped away. I don't know. All right. So Jocelyn is asking, there it is. She says, my grandson has a little of this eczema. I've tried a lot to clear it up, but no luck.
Okay.
So maybe Jocelyn, if you contact, well, she says, and this helps clear up, and she's asking, and this helps clear up eczema.
Yes, I mean the body butter that I currently have definitely will help.
Mm.
Um, the um, if you want, you can always contact me, and I can always make um, a um, a
A custom.
a customized
Mhm.
um, body butter that's specifically that I used for my son, which you would have shea butter, mango butter, um, sunflower oil, and um, some beeswax in there. And everything, of course, is organic, and um, everything is like the beeswax is local.
Oh,
Um,
good.
yeah.
Good. The other thing, I don't know if you do it for everybody, but the other thing that I really, really liked, Violet, is that it comes in glass. It's not plastic.
Yes, yes. And that was a big thing for me.
Mhm.
I wanted to make sure that it was recyclable for one,
Yeah.
um, and also that you're not getting the chemicals from the plastic
Oh,
into
yeah.
the product. You
Yeah.
know, it's glass,
Yeah.
and so you don't have to worry about because you know it,
The
it
leaching.
doesn't make sense to have an organic product and put it in plastic and all the chemicals. They say that you know
Yeah.
even with it being like in some high heat or in traveling, things might get warm,
Mhm.
and then those chemicals are released into the product.
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
It kind of defeats the purpose, right?
it does.
Oh my goodness. All right. I got to do something with my laptop. Hang on just a second. Uh, Sometimes my plug-in for the battery doesn't go all the way in, and I noticed it was a little different. All right, so I think I'm good. Yeah, and the other things that you have that I've tried out, it really I want to get into in just a second.
Okay.
But why don't you let us know a little bit about the first product that you're going to do a giveaway for?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am going to do a sample size of my organic body butter. So,
Okay.
and then I'm also going to do a sample, one other sample of um, the salt scrub.
Okay. Good.
Mhm.
Yay. 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 And yeah. And so let's see. We're also going to be giving away tonight a digital magazine of the March issue, and also a printed copy of the March issue. And I'm developing a course right now. I was asked to do a course on, especially during this time frame, about empaths. And so I'm hoping to have it ready by the end of April. So I'm going to be giving away a registration for that particular class.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I think we really need some help out there. And we're all on, those of us that are empaths, we find ourselves on the front line, even though we might not think we are. We certainly are. And so we're going to be doing that as well. So Rob, if you could randomly select somebody to win the gift of the body butter, that would be great. Okay. And Jocelyn has a question. She says, and this helps clear up eczema.
That was my random
That was your
choice.
random choice? Okay. I was going to say, I thought we answered that. Oh, so Jocelyn's going to get the body butter.
Awesome.
Yeah. Congratulations, Jocelyn. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And I suppose, you're going to have to let us know how much you love it, because I tell you what, the very first time, Jocelyn, I tried it, and this was a year ago. It was like never going without with this one. It beat the other product that I was already using that I won't even say on air. So yay. So Jocelyn, if you could let us know, if you can private message me your postal address and also your email address, and we'll make sure that it gets over to Violet. And so Violet has a way to be able to send that to you. Okay. Yay. Congratulations. Congratulations, Jocelyn. And she's a long-time listener to the shows and that sort of thing. So thank you. Thank you, Violet, for being so generous in providing that. Yeah. So here's another piece that I didn't know if I was going to like, because I've never used the product in that way. And that was the deodorant. I've either had, the roll-on or even the crystal. You get it wet and you put it on. And this is the deodorant. You can tell I've been using it. And let's see. Which way do I need to go here? Oh, there we go. It is uplifting deodorant, organic, and it is a cream. It's a cream. Yeah. And it smells so good. It smells so good. There's peppermint in there, right?
Yes, peppermint and rosemary.
It smells so good. Because usually, I worked for the state of Wisconsin for a lot of years, and I just got into the habit of wearing no fragrance, products, because we had so many people that was sensitive to scents of any kind, really. And so it was just one of those workplace things that you had to use no scent. And so this is the first time I've used a scented deodorant in like at least a decade or more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, okay, I like Violet. I love her products. All right, let's give this cream a chance. And I have to tell you that I was pleasantly surprised, because it doesn't feel greasy at all. It soaks right into the skin, and it works. And it works.
Yeah.
And okay, we're getting a little personal here, but when you start to sweat and you perspire, and that peppermint hits your skin it was like, no wonder they called it uplifting, because it was like, oh, it didn't burn or anything. It felt good. It felt good. So how did you get to use peppermint with that? The rosemary I understand, but the peppermint.
Yeah. The deodorant, I myself have excessive sweating. So of course, with that has, you have more body odor than you would necessarily like. Once the bacteria starts growing, you get the moisture there, and the bacteria starts growing. So the peppermint is very antibacterial, you know. And same with the rosemary. Rosemary is also antibacterial, has antibacterial properties. And they go really good together, the peppermint and rosemary. They complement each other really well. And the deodorant is a newer product that I've probably only made in the last year.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
so I've done some more, done a lot of research in what worked, and I've tried a lot of different ones to see what works and what doesn't for myself. And this is the deodorant is great because you can use it not just in your underarms. You can use it wherever you perspire. You can use it on your feet. And in any other private areas that you have that need more that need a deodorant, that you need to help with any of the perspiration.
Right.
So.
And I had my husband try it on his feet.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. He says it is uplifting. He says because you can feel the peppermint when you start to sweat. And
Yeah.
and he said he was expecting it to be like a lotion. You know how a lotion will leave that film on your skin, And he said and it was absorbed right into his skin. And so, and he said he didn't know what to expect. And I'm surprised he even went along with it. But he tried it and he liked it. And he said, if you'd remember to do it every day, that's something you have to get into a habit with. Yeah. But that's really good. So let's do your next giveaway.
Oh, yeah. So for the next 48 hours, I am doing 50% off of my 4-ounce body butter. Yeah.
Order up. I think we're going to need her website address for this one, Rob. So 50% off from the body butter, the 4-ounce.
The 4-ounce, yeah.
The 4-ounce. Okay. So how many ounces is this one?
I think those are 2 ounces.
I think so too. I think they're 2 ounces. So it's twice this size.
Yeah.
Twice the size. Wow. Okay, he's got your Facebook address up. And so they would need to go to your Facebook page.
Yeah, and I have a shop right on Facebook. You go to my shop. And right there, it's already on there, 50% off on the 4-ounce body butter.
Okay. Yeah, and Rob's got link at the top. Good. Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much for putting that up there. Good one.
And I have a choice of 8 different scents that you can choose from, and you can get unscented if you are sensitive to any of the essential oils.
Yeah.
Or you can get a customized one also where you can have the essential oils customized for you.
Okay. I'm going to actually send the link to the recorded show to a couple people because I know one lady who, even with essential oils, she's very sensitive to lots of different scents. And so if you have an unscented one, I think that you would really, really like that. It's so hard to find really good products that don't have scents.
Yes.
It's really hard. So yay, good one. Thank you. Thank you. And Rob, if you could also choose somebody for the digital of the magazine. Hey, Barbara. Is that Is Barbara saying hi, or is she the selected one?
That's who I'm selecting.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. This is Angelica Crow, but her full name is Barbara. And so Barbara is going to be receiving a free issue of the March magazine, digital. And I believe she also subscribes to the magazine already. So Barbara, we're going to be sending you a link. And if you'd like to gift that link, that free copy, digital copy, to someone that you know, a friend or a family member, you can do that as well. Okay. All right. Thank you. And thank you so much for subscribing to the magazine. We do appreciate that a lot. All right. So told you we weren't going to get to all three questions. The other question I had for you is, what is your top 3 tips for organics and skincare for our health? Do you have a couple of tips that you can give us?
Well, um, I would say the biggest thing is to make sure that you know, that your product is organic. Um, you know, making sure, with all the chemicals and everything that you have um, that's being applied to ingredients, that it's really important that you have something that is organic. Um, um, Also with facial products, to make sure you have a really good hydration, something that really hydrates your skin really well.
Yes.
Um, um, and another thing too, that if you do use products that have herbs in them, just to make sure that they're organic too, because with herbs, you want them to be, nature produces them, the best way, that nature, um, um, the herbs are perfect just the way they are.
Yes.
Um,
And so
and
are you saying
when
are you saying
when
that they shouldn't be what's it, modified?
exactly,
Okay.
yeah, um, that herbs, when you start to mutate them, is when you start to um, have issues with them hurting the body. So, um, like for example, it was probably about 20 years ago that like St. John's wort um, was a really big thing um, with um, with it's a natural antidepressant, and so people were starting to use it,
Mm-hmm.
um, and massively produce it,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were getting kidney um, issues with
Oh,
that. So you definitely want to make sure that your herbs are organic
oh,
in
good.
its natural
Good.
form.
Thank you so much for that. Sometimes I think especially when you're first starting out, awake on your spiritual journey here, and you're getting all kinds of information. You're a sponge, right?
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and then to get this kind of information, so that when you're shopping, when you're looking for your self care items, that you really do want to get the best that you can afford. And sometimes we really have to be careful about the ingredients, even though it says organic on it. You want to know where it's coming from.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good tip. Good one. Okay. So, Rob, we need a winner for the print magazine. Drum roll, please. Amanda Fontaine. Hello, Amanda. You must know Amanda. She says,
I
"Hi, my
I
friend."
do.
Oh,
She's one of my best friends. Yeah.
oh
I
my
didn't realize
goodness.
she was going to be on.
Oh, yeah, well, welcome to the show, Amanda, and congratulations. We're going to be mailing you. It's actually coming from our partners at magcloud.com, a print version of our monthly magazine. You'll get the March issue. And so if you can send us your email address. That would be great. And also your postal address, and I will put the order in for you. If you can send me a private message, we'll have to be friends, I bet. Huh? Rob, if you could put up our Facebook names on the screen, that way Amanda can take down the name. That would be great. Thanks. There you go. That's us. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this has gone by so fast. I do want to share another product.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah. And I use this one. I'm more than halfway done with it. And that's the toothpaste.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The toothpaste. That's peppermint toothpaste. And it tastes so good. Do you use salt and baking soda or just salt?
Just baking soda.
Just
Or
baking soda.
well, baking soda and xylitol.
Xylitol. Oh, xylitol. Okay.
Yeah. That's where it gets its sweetness from.
Mm-hmm.
The xylitol is produced naturally in fruit.
Mm-hmm.
And it also is a big protector of your teeth. It really protects the teeth.
Uh-huh.
And so that's really, it's just as good as fluoride, but without,
Without the other
even
stuff.
all the dentists,
Yeah.
the
Right.
dentists even say, it's as good as fluoride, but without the harmful effects,
Wow.
of fluoride. So,
And it
yeah.
tastes so good. It does. It does.
Yeah, it does.
I did find I have to be I don't want to say careful. That's not the word, because I use an electric toothbrush.
Oh, okay.
And it was keeping the product on the head of the toothbrush, you know. But you know what? I remedied that. I just switched to just a plain old toothbrush that we get from the dentist. So, and it works. It's fine. It tastes so good. It really does. It's something that I like to really use in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely, you know. So, yeah, this is good stuff. Okay, so Rob, we need a winner for the gift, the giveaway for the class for the empath. Now, this is probably going to happen at the end of April. I'm still working on it, so I don't even have. I kind of have a cost, but I don't. I haven't released any of this yet. It's going to be online. It's going to be an online class. It's probably going to be about 90 minutes long. And it's going to be, I'm going to try something new, you guys, because I know that a lot of people are off from work. And sometimes, you're kind of watching where your energy going, the money is going, right? So with that in mind, hey, Carol got it. Yay! Thank you, Carol. You're going to be coming to one of my online classes. It's about empaths and how we can embrace our gift and how we can actually use it during times like this. Yep, because we're on the front line, whether you want to be or not, whether you think you are or not, we're right there. And so, yeah, that's what that class is going to be all about. And yeah, and so the cost on that class is going to be $97 for the online. Okay, you're going to get a choice on how you'd like to how much you would like to pay. There's 97 for the online for the full cost, the full value, or you can split it up in two different payments of $50. Okay, and here's the thing. Then we're going to have a value amount of $33. And why am I doing that? Because there's some people who can afford the 97, but maybe what they'll do is actually gift that $33 class to a friend that maybe is having problems with the challenges, right, of their job not being there. And so we're going to be able to help each other to be able to purchase a registration for a friend or a family member. And so watch for that. We're going to get more of that information out there. Julie doesn't even know about this yet. My manager. She's going to love that. I'm going to surprise her. So, congratulations, Carol. We'll get you more information about that particular class coming up at the end of April. Okay, in about a month, 6 weeks. All right.
She also
Congratulations. I'm sorry. Was
she
that?
also has a question.
Oh, she has a question. Okay. Do you have a suggestion for rosacea? Can't talk. I have a spot of it on my nose and cheek. That question's for you, lady.
Rosacea. There's a couple of herbs that really work really well for that. I can also do with a customized um, facial serum. I could definitely treat that and would help with that. The herbs that are really good for that are calendula, um, rose, and chamomile. So those are a couple herbs that I know just offhand that are really good for rosacea.
Good. Good question, Carol, and congratulations. Good question. So, what we'll need you to do, Carol, is send private message me, messenger, with your. Let's see, we're going to need. I think we have your information though. I think Julie has it. We just have to make sure Julie gets that note. Okay, Carol. Thanks so much, Carol, and thank you for being here on the show too. All right, so. We got a few minutes left. We're at the top of the hour. Didn't that go fast?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it did. Thank you so much, Violet, for stopping, taking some time out of your busy day to spend some time with us and to share your products with us. Thank you.
It's been great. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Now, everybody, if you want to get a hold of Violet, you have to visit her Facebook page. Okay. And because she has a lot more product than I had here on my desk. How many do you have?
I think I have about 10 products. 10,
Okay.
10 products. But of course, they have different scents and different um, like you can customize things. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. So get a hold of Violet, and she'll help you figure out what you need. Okay. All right. So let's see. Why don't we talk a little bit? So we got about a minute or two left. So just as a reminder, everybody, that we have another class coming up with launching into the deep waters of manifesting. We have 4 classes, bundled classes, that will help you with navigating manifesting. And we've done 2 already with Maureen Mann and with Ed Langan. And so the next one coming up is with Polly Jo LeBay on April 23rd. It's a Thursday. And hers is, can you bring up that picture? Because I want to make sure I get the title right. It's about multidimensional manifesting and your inner child. April 23rd. That's coming up. And there's something that many people maybe not familiar with, but will certainly remember. And that is our inner child holds the magic wand to our manifesting. And so Polly Jo is going to help us remember that, and also to help us remember how to do our manifesting as a multidimensional being. It's going to be so good. So you still have time to register for that. And if you register for the all 4 classes, right, you're going to get the recorded first 2 classes. And you're also going to be receiving, each one of us, the 4 teachers, have recorded a brand new guided meditation that hasn't been used yet in any other classes. And so that's a bonus. Okay. So I almost feel like I'm selling Ginzu knives or something, but I'm not. I'm not. So got a note here. Okay. You got to love it. We got elderly moms that need help. And so I need to go. That was a note from my mom delivered by my husband. Gotta love it. All right. So you still have time to register if you'd like to join us for those classes. And yeah, thank you all for being here with me this evening for Communications from Home. And we'll be back next week. And I should know what we're talking about, but I don't because I just got thrown for a loop. The memory just went out the window. All right. So, but join me next week for Communications from Home at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time is a spiritual roundtable with the weekly card draw that's meant for the group, for the community, and we'll have a spiritual conversation about that. And then tomorrow night is Polly Jo LeBay and Soul Connections at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So with that, enjoy the rest of your evening, and Bama Mina. That's Potawatomi for until we see each other again. Love you guys. Thank you.